If you came here expecting another one of those basic YouTube videos that list the same 10 signs she likes you, just to give you a quick ego boost, let me stop you right there. This is not that kind of video. What I'm about to share with you are not shallow signs. These are deep, psychological signals that truly reveal whether you are a highly attractive man. And if you start noticing these signs in your life, then you'll know without a doubt, you're on a different level than most men. Let's start with the very first and most important sign. You see yourself as a highly attractive man. Now before you roll your eyes, hear me out. I've met countless men in my life who on the surface had nothing going for them physically. They weren't tall, they weren't muscular, they weren't the kind of guys who make women turn their heads at first glance. Yet these men were surrounded by women, constantly. Why? Because of one thing, their mindset. They carried themselves with an unshakable belief that they were attractive. And here's the crazy part. When you truly believe you're attractive, your behavior automatically aligns with that belief. You start moving differently, speaking differently, looking at women differently. Women pick up on it instantly. I've seen guys who by society's standards look terrible, yet because they thought of themselves as attractive, they succeeded more than the so-called good-looking guy. Why? Because they interpreted everything as a sign of interest. Did a girl look at them? She wants me. Did a girl reject them? She's playing hard to get. Did she talk to another guy in front of them? She's trying to make me jealous. Now obviously, most of these interpretations aren't objectively true. But here's the secret. It doesn't matter. Because this delusional confidence changes how they act. They remain calm, playful, and unbothered. And that behavior itself is magnetic. Think of it this way. You've probably seen two types of guys chase women. The first guy chases, and despite the chasing rule that usually backfires, he still ends up with the girl. The second guy chases endlessly and just gets rejected every time. The difference? The first guy believes she wants him. He interprets her pushbacks as playful resistance, so he doesn't take it personally. He keeps laughing, teasing, and staying in control. Eventually she gives in, because he's shown dominance and confidence. The second guy, however, chases from a place of need. He buys gifts, showers her with compliments, and bends over backwards just to earn her approval. And that's the exact behavior that gets him friend-zoned. So here's a golden rule. Whenever you're about to say or do something with a woman, ask yourself, will this make her think I believe she already likes me, or that I believe she doesn't? That question will change your entire approach. Because the moment a woman senses you doubt her interest, when you over-compliment, when you're too nice, when you're afraid to disagree, your attractiveness plummets. Now if I asked you right now, are you a highly attractive man, and you instantly said yes, congratulations. You probably are. But if your answer was no, or I don't know, or I'm not sure, then chances are, you're not there yet. But the good news is this. Attractiveness is not something you're born with. It's something you can train. And it all starts with interpreting life in your favor. Because at the end of the day, reality isn't shaped by events. It's shaped by how you interpret those events. If it rains, one guy sees misery, another guy sees peace. The rain doesn't change. It's the meaning you give it that matters. And the same goes for women. Interpret their behavior in your favor, and your behavior becomes naturally attractive. Now let's move to the second sign. Girls laugh at what you say, but guys don't. Here's the subtlety most men miss. Women don't laugh for the same reasons men do. For men, laughter usually means that's funny. For women, laughter is often a social tool. It's a way to build emotional connection, to reduce tension, to show interest, even unconsciously. That's why you'll notice women laughing at things you say that aren't even jokes. You could say something ordinary, and she'll giggle. That's not comedy, it's attraction. But here's the key distinction. If men laugh at your jokes too, you're funny. If women laugh, but men don't, you're attractive. And if no one laughs, well, you've got work to do. Now let's connect this to the third sign. Other men see you as competition. Anytime men and women gather, a silent competition begins. Every man is trying to be the most attractive in the room. But when a truly attractive man enters, other guys start to feel threatened. They won't always admit it, but they show it. They'll try to belittle you, mock you, or refuse to laugh at your jokes. Not because you're not funny, but because they don't want to give you the validation in front of women. And guess what? Women notice this. When another man tries to pull you down, women instantly recognize the threat you pose to him, and your value skyrockets in their eyes. The best way to handle it? Don't compete. Don't react. Confidence isn't proven by fighting back, it's proven by not needing to. But remember, never tolerate disrespect. If someone crosses the line, shut it down firmly and confidently. Now the fourth sign, you enjoy the moment more than you chase the goal. Most guys approach women with a clear mission: get her number, take her home, make her like me. But women can smell that agenda a mile away. And the moment she senses you need her approval, your attractiveness drops. The attractive man, however, talks to women simply to enjoy himself. He flirts, he jokes, he vibes, without expecting anything. And this creates curiosity. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me like other men? What's going on in his head? That mystery is intoxicating. But here's the catch: enjoying the moment is powerful, but at some point, you need to take action. If you always just vibe, but never ask for her number or move things forward, you'll be attractive, but alone. So learn to balance it. Finally, the fifth and most powerful sign. People seek your validation during emotional moments. This one is subtle, but it's the ultimate indicator. Whenever something emotional happens, whether it's laughter, surprise, excitement, or embarrassment, watch where people look. Instinctively they look toward the person whose opinion matters most. If she laughs and instantly glances at you, that's not random. That means subconsciously, she values your reaction. If something shocking happens and her eyes dart to you, it means she feels safest aligning with you. If she's embarrassed and looks at you, it's because your opinion of her carries weight. This, my friend, is the highest level of attractiveness. When people, without even realizing it, look to you for validation during emotional spikes, you've reached the point where you're not just attractive, you're magnetic. So let me leave you with this. If these 5 signs show up in your life, congratulations, you're a highly attractive man. If they don't panic. Attractiveness is not fixed. It's something you build, something you train, something you decide. And the moment you change the way you see yourself, the world, and women will start to see you differently too.